274 million things manufactured per day. 252,000 tons of those products get thrown out per day. And this industry creates 10% of the world's pollution. I don't know about you, but I would have never imagined that those were the industry numbers behind fashion. And that they make an average of 10 pieces of clothes for every person on the planet per year. And that we dispose of 2/3 of the Empire State Building's weight in fabric. That's 1.1 million elephants, or 1,700 Titanics. But even so, it's fabric, right? I'm sure a mass majority of those casts-off shirts are reused and recycled. They're not. Only 1% of all fabric waste that we create is recycled. The rest is cast off into landfills, burned to ashes in incinerators, or sent to third world countries. So what's the cause of all this? Why would we all be throwing out so much fabric? To put it simply, things today are not made nearly as well as they used to be. The fast fashion industry and predatory business practices are making it so that we buy more and more clothing to keep up with the ever-accelerating pace of global fashion and style. Influencers tell us that we must get the in vogue look in order to look and feel good about ourselves. Fast fashion brands like Zara, H&M, and Shein are pumping out endless cheap copies of the look of the day that are only designed to be worn a handful of times before they begin to unravel off your very body. And worse, brands formerly known for their quality are slowly being gutted for profit and producing less and less quality for the same amount as when they were quality-made goods. So what do we do? How do we fight this endless tidal wave of fabric waste that our civilization produces? As with most things these days, there's only one thing we can do as people. Vote with our wallets. Say no to the decline of quality in the clothing and goods you buy because, yes, that $10 sweater on Shein may look super cute, but will cost you more over time than its more expensive counterpart. Famed author Terry Pratchett outlined a theory of how low-cost items will cost you more over time than paying for the high-quality one in the first place. To quote one of his characters, a really good pair of leather boots will cost you $50, but an affordable pair of boots, which were sort of okay for a season or two and then leaked like hell when the cardboard gave out, cost about $10. But the thing was that the good boots lasted for years and years. A man who could afford $50 boots, A man who could afford $50 had a pair of boots that'd still be keeping his feet dry in 10 years' time, while the poor man who could only afford the cheap boots would have spent $100 on boots in the same time and would still have wet feet. So then it's pretty clear, right? Save up your money. Buy once and cry once. Right? Not exactly. A very common business practice today is for investment firms to buy up majority stock in reputable companies and with their new control have the company drastically lower the quality of its products while maintaining their high costs. Brands like Carhartt and Levi's, once known for being durable and lasting a lifetime, now begin to show significant signs of wear within a year. So what do we do? Well, what's worked for me over the past few years is buying from thrift stores and vintage, buying used clothes of higher quality than what I would ever be able to afford new. Had some significant luck on Facebook Marketplace. So, hopefully, not only will you find your next favorite piece of clothing that will last you a lifetime, but you'll also have the satisfaction of the hunt. Whenever I find a perfect item that I've been searching for, I think back to my grandmother, who, when I asked her about her Gucci watch, had the same gleam in her eye as a big game hunter when asked about his latest trophy, proudly exclaiming that she got it on sale. This is exactly how I feel when someone's complimenting me on any piece of clothing I wear, as I have mostly bought thrifted and vintage clothing for the past 6 years. And not only clothing, the very couch I sit on was snagged for $70 off of Facebook Marketplace. And to push my point a little bit extra, I decided to find the new cost of every part of the outfit I'm wearing right now compared to what I actually paid. I paid a total of under $400 for this outfit, and most of that cost is the shearling bomber jacket that I purchased for $250, and if I would have purchased it new, it would have easily been over $1,000. This vest would have cost me $328 new. My pants between $300 and $500. Oof. This button-down shirt would be around $100 new itself, and these boots I snagged off Marketplace would be over $400. I had saved nearly $2,000 buying used and vintage clothing that will last me for years. Hell, these pants were made in 1990. They are older, if not as old as I am. So go search Marketplace or sort through the racks of your local thrift or consignment store. Find a deal and save some money on a piece of clothing that you will spend the rest of your life with. Search for your dream pieces online and websites like eBay or Poshmark. Or at the bare minimum, buy from a person and not a corporation, because people care and corporations don't. Researching this topic has sent me down a bit of a spiral about my own consumerist tendencies and had me come to a decision. On New Year's Day this year, I plan on challenging myself to not buy any new products. Parts, components, materials, and food don't count, okay? And I plan on recording how this process goes. Now, go hunt for your dream items, save your money while buying quality goods, and good luck.